All right, today we are going to be talking about finding volume. This is day 1 of 3 days that we will cover how to find the volume of different shapes. Volume of a rectangular prism. Please complete these notes carefully to ensure you understand how to find volume. Open your notebook to the next available page. You will need 2 pages for these notes. They don't have to be side-by-side pages. You can use the next 2 consecutive pages available in your notebook. Remember to pause this audio at any time or this video at any time so that you can complete the work in your journal. Turn your notebook sideways. Glue in the notes page from your teacher. So you'll see here we have a 3-column notes page for volume. It covers 3 different ways to find volume that we'll be using in class. At the top of the glue-in, please read carefully how it talks about volume. Scientists measure volume using the metric system. This means that they use units such as milliliters, liters, cubic centimeters, and cubic meters. There are many ways to find the volume of an object. The process for measuring and calculating an object's volume depends on the object's shape. Below, there are 3 ways to determine volume that you might use in your science or math class. Keep in mind, there are many other ways too. Below each section of the chart, please label which day we will cover these items. In the center, please at the bottom of the chart write day 1, because the first type of volume we're doing ends up in the center of your notes. That's volume of a rectangular prism. Day 2 will be volume of a liquid. So at the bottom of that column, please write day 2. And then way over to the right-hand side, please write day 3 under the column that says volume of an irregular shape. We will spend 3 separate days on volume. The first day will be volume of a rectangular prism. The second day, volume of a liquid. The third day, volume of an irregular shape. Since today we're talking about a rectangular prism, please pause the video and read carefully the notes in the center column that you glued in. Now it's time to set up the next page in your notebook. At the top, please write volume of a rectangular prism practice, and then divide your page into a place to record your work for 3 separate sample problems. Record your practice work for questions 1 through 3 in your science journal. You do not need to draw the picture, but you do need to show how to fill in the formula. We'll do the first one together. Take a look at this picture of a rectangular prism. What is the volume of this rectangular prism? Well, you're going to need to use the formula volume equals length times width times height. So write this in your notebook. Number 1, volume equals length times width times height. Volume equals, and then you're going to put in the values for the measurements in the picture. 4 centimeters times 3 centimeters times 5 centimeters. Make sure you write the formula first, include each of the measurements, including the label, and then you may use your calculator to multiply the units, but be sure that you also include a label at the end, centimeters to the 3rd power or centimeters cubed, to represent that our original object was 3-dimensional. Practice question number 2. Read the question carefully. Be sure to write out your work carefully in your journal, including the formula, writing in the numbers, multiplying, and labeling your answer. So for this one, find the volume of the fish tank. And your work should look like this, and you need to include your answer. Question number 3, record your practice work in your journal. You don't need to draw the picture, but you do need to show how to fill in the formula. What is the volume of this rectangular prism? So go ahead and set it up in your journal. Write the formula first, plug in the information from the picture, and then write your final answer with a correct label, centimeters cubed. Once you've completed your notebook entry, including the 3 examples just described, and read over these notes carefully, you're ready to move on to the Schoology assignment for volume of a rectangular prism. Good job!